It was just sunny a few minutes ago. Look at this. And then the trees started swaying. And now we're having a rainstorm. I haven't heard any thunder yet. It could be a thunderstorm. There seem to be a lot of thunderstorms with lightning here. I don't mind them. We don't get this much in LA. It's kind of nice. I don't have to go out in it. If I had to go out in it, I'm sure my opinion would be different. But that's why it's so lush and green. Raining like crazy out there now. Look at this. The trees are just swaying. I know you can't see much because it's dark, but it is storming quite a bit. Oop, that's the camera. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm getting a reflection of the camera. Ooh. Yo. Look at that water. That's water. Okay. You guys, I am so disturbed right now. I just did a whole long video and forgot to turn my mic on. So there's no sound. There's no sound. I just talked for like 20 minutes. Anyway, hello, it's me, NJB. I just wanted to come and chat with you since we haven't done this for a long time. And I wanted to tell you how things are going here in Acapulco. You know already that I've been in this Airbnb a whole lot because it's that kind of trip. Hang on, you know what? Let me check this audio again because now I don't trust it. Hang on. Okay, we appear to be good. So I started off the other video by talking about some of the things that I have discovered that I don't like about this Airbnb. I have already told you 1,000 times that I love the view in this Airbnb. That makes up for the things that I don't like. So I'm going to tell you the things that I do not like. One is the fact that I wake up to some sort of bug situation like every other day. This morning there were ants on the floor next to the bed. It rained really hard yesterday, so it has happened in LA too. So it's like sometimes after a rain, they're looking for a dry place and they end up indoors. So there were ants milling around down there. Smallest ants I've ever seen in my life. I killed them. I mean, what you gonna do with them? There were also termite wings here and there. I've seen that. I think this is my third time seeing termite wings just around, and it always happens at night. It's like there's nothing on the floor, and then I go to bed and I wake up and there are termite wings all over the place. No termite bodies, termite wings. I know, again, from living in LA, they do shed their wings. When it's really hot, they like to come inside. So there are termites in here, and I haven't seen any. No, I've seen one live termite. Other than that, I just see wings all over the place periodically. What else is going on? A few days ago, I went into the bathroom and there were ants in and around the sink. Same little bitty tiny ants. I had to deal with that situation. I still don't know where they came from. Maybe they came out of the drain. I don't know. And one day, now this freaked me out. One day, it was morning. This is about to be TMI. I opened the toilet lid and there was a worm in there. And I was like, what is that? First it looked like a piece of like thick red thread. But then I realized it was wiggling. This is like, oh no, what is this? Did that come out the water or did that come out of me? Like what, but I hadn't been to the bathroom yet. I told you, this is like an overshare. I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck is that? Flushed it, used the bathroom very carefully because I was like, what else is in there? And then I did an internet search, and I found out it's a bloodworm that tends to hang out in dirty water. I have not seen any worms since then, so I'm convinced that it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with the fact that it just swam up the water. I don't know.
I do have a question for anybody who can answer it. If the water is so dirty that it has to be purified before I can clean fruits and vegetables, and there are parasites and all kinds of things in it, how am I really getting clean when I shower? Like, is it possible? I don't understand that.
Also, something that has been an issue in this place is the bathroom and in the entryway, they get mold on the ceiling. Now, I did a search. As soon as it started happening, I went on the internet and did a search, and it doesn't appear to be toxic mold, the kind that'll kill you. But who want to be in a place with mold? So twice now, I've let the owner here know, hey, it's a mold on the ceiling, and and it came back, and she said they put something, I think she said saltpeter, on the walls before I came, so hopefully they wouldn't have this problem, because there's a leak from the terrace above this apartment. So it's just over there. Thank God it's not over here where I'm like inhaling mold or whatever while I'm asleep, but still, who wants mold on the ceiling? She is very responsive, which is wonderful. And she sent the cleaning lady here both times to take care of that situation. I am also having the cleaning lady come on in 2 days, just because some things need freshening up. Oh, here's another thing. This is not about the building at all. This is just me. This is Nicole. This Airbnb is out of the way. It's an older part of town. It's at the top of a very steep hill. It's not the easiest place to navigate from, which is fine if you're going to be in here. But I'm doing way more cooking and dishwashing than I think I've ever done in my life. I have to cook. I cook every day, which I understand is a blessing because there are people who do not have food. I get that. And I'm washing dishes by hand every day. Look, I don't want to sound bougie. I understand that it is a privilege to be able to say this. But hopefully, when you can, you structure your life the way that you want it. And the way I structure my life, I do not want to be cooking and hand washing dishes every day. Like, that just is not. That ain't my thing. That ain't my thing. I got other things that I do that you probably don't like to do, but those are things that just aren't my thing. I'm amazed at how much mental energy is taken up with cooking and washing dishes, and then also, and there's no garbage disposal, and like there's just certain modern conveniences that I'm used to having. And I'm drying clothes outside. Some days I feel like Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. I'm hanging clothes and I'm hand washing dishes and I'm like, Now, the good thing is that I am really glad that I came. I'm really glad and grateful for the space and time to just think, like without any real obligations to anybody or anything other than me. Even though I'm single and I have no kids, I haven't had that in a long time because I was always working, like always. Even when I would say, okay, I'm going to take some time for me today. I'm going to go get a manicure and I'm going to go to Costco or whatever. I would plan a day like that and it would get preempted by auditions, Or I'm tired, I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. Oh, well, no, you're not. You got an audition. And it's like, yes, I'm grateful for a thriving career, yes, but I also need to take care of myself, and I wasn't able to. Well, I don't want to say that because they're choices that I made, and I don't want to act like, I had nothing to do with it, but I'll put it this way. What I know now, because I've had the space and the time to think about it, is that I still love what I do. I love acting. Like I really do. And a couple weeks ago, I thought I was going to walk away for good, to be honest. I was like, I ain't feeling none of this. And like maybe it's just time to call it, you know. I'm actually starting to miss the acting part of it, but it has to be restructured. I don't know if it's possible in Hollywood. I don't know, because it runs the way it runs, you know. But I need my life to run differently. Hold on, I'm checking. Yep, make sure we still got sound. I need to structure my life differently. I don't know what that looks like yet, but I'm at the point now where I feel like I've gotten enough rest, because I was physically fatigued, I was mentally fatigued, like I just wasn't right when I got here, and I didn't know how bad it was. I'm just completely burned out. It's going to take a while. Like mentally, I still feel off. I still feel foggy, but I'm better than I was a few weeks ago. So I'm still being kind with myself and allowing myself the grace to recover and take the time I need. I've been doing a little bit of writing lately. Just in the last few days, I started to feel like a wilted flower coming back to life. so I've done a little bit of writing. I'm not pushing myself too hard to do anything. I've done some painting, not as much as I expected. I brought a travel painting kit with me, and I think I've painted for 3 nights, and I've been here almost 3 weeks. So that's that. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not pushing myself. I work out almost every day using, I brought my Oculus VR headset with me, and I'll put a link so you know what that is. There's a game that I play probably 5 out of 7 days to get my workout on, and by the end I'm sweating, and I'm not eating as much, and I'm not eating as much crap as I would be back home. So I've lost weight. Like, I put on my biking shorts, I'm like, my goodness, they're baggy. It don't hurt me to miss a few meals. It don't hurt me to lose a few pounds. I say all of this knowing that I'm incredibly fortunate, incredibly privileged to be in this situation right now, because there have been a lot of times when I had to figure out where my next dime was coming from, where my next meal was coming from, and now I'm able to take time and space for myself, and I appreciate that. I'm realizing that it's not good to be so busy and so caught up with, okay, if I don't go to work on Tuesday, I won't have rent. So even though I'm exhausted, I have to do. It's not good to live like that. And there have been times in my life when I didn't have a choice, and I have a choice right now. And I hope I never ever have to go back to not having a choice. And honestly, I want everybody to have that choice. That's not what this video is about. We'll talk more about that later. But I do want to tell you, I keep looking down. I have a monitor down here, and I just want to make sure everything's recording again, because if I have to do this video a 3rd time, Lord have mercy, I don't know what it's going to be. I do want to tell you that I have extended my trip, not here in Acapulco, but here in Mexico. So I have another week and a half here in Acapulco, and then we're going somewhere else in Mexico. And because I like to surprise you, I'm not going to tell you until we get there. But I'm excited, and I'm like, I got another week before I have to start back on the merry-go-round of doctor's appointments. So why not? Why not? What I got to rush back for? So I'm going to stay for another week. My health is good. I have noticed, and my radiologist told me that this could happen, but I have noticed that I have some, like a decrease in mobility on this side, like under my arm. When I hold my arm up, it's kind of tight. And she told me that could happen. I have an appointment for when I get back to LA with physical therapy to show me how to do lymphatic massage and how to work out all that stuff, because we anticipate. I just forgot that could happen. But she said, yeah. If you're going to have issues, it's going to be months after radiation is done. So that has happened. Sometimes I still have swelling. I had quite a bit of swelling this week, but I'm good today. So it's just that, nothing major. The biggest thing for me right now is like I still feel foggy mentally. I don't feel sharp, and that could just be burnout. Like I was completely and utterly burned out. Like I don't know. I don't know what would have happened had I continued on that path. I don't think it would have been good. So recovery always it takes the time it takes, and I want to be 100%. I'm allowing myself grace to just heal. Also, something I've noticed about myself mentally is after being conditioned so long to be on call, like my phone, my computer, it's been an electronic leash because my work depends on my being available at all times. Like sometimes auditions will come in late at night and they're due in the morning, so I got to do it, or I say no and miss an opportunity. But I would say yes to just about everything. I would say yes to everything that it was physically possible for me to say yes to, work-wise. And I was doing myself a disservice. Even though I worked a lot, and it's like, okay, I have a thriving career, but like I am falling apart. Like I'm exhausted. Sometimes I'd be angry, like I can't have a life, not realizing it's in my hands. I still have some things to sort out and think about, but I'm glad. Once again, I sound like a broken record now, so I'm going to shut up. I'm happy to have the time and space to sort those things out. Okay? So that's how I'm doing and what I'm doing. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to the mall because I need new shoes. I need new shoes. I knew when I brought my running shoes with me that they were on their last legs. Nope, I need new shoes. So I'm going to go get shoes. And then I'm probably going to go get myself some food and bring it back here. Maybe like 2 days worth of food I can just heat up and not be in there cooking and hand washing dishes. That ain't my thing. I got tour videos coming up, so you'll see those, and I'll see you. All right? Hope you're having a wonderful day and that all is well in your world. Okay? Bye.